Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the line, he is from the Central Iowa Blues Society. He's actually the president of the whole dang thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Allen's on the line. Hey, Scott, how you doing this morning?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How you doing, man?
I'm hanging in there, just trying to get past the cold weather and the January blues and all that, so...
Right, yeah, yep. No, I get you. I woke up to a -5 on my thermometer, and I don't like that much.
Oh, we are in that time of year where you get past zero and you're just like, okay, I can deal with this. So anyways,
Right.
Not here to talk about the weather today. We're here to talk about the blues, Central Iowa Blues Society's Winter Blues Fest. Coming back, we talked the other day we didn't record, but this is a 28th version of this, right?
Actually, the 27th version.
Okay, 27th, excuse me.
Yep, it would have been 28 had we had one in 2021, but we did not. So it's actually the 27th version.
So last year when you guys didn't have it, was that a hard announcement to make? Because this thing, like you said, it's, we're almost 30 years into this. Was it hard not to have it last year?
It was very difficult. We were fortunate that our event in 2020 ended just, a couple weeks before everything closed down.
Yeah.
So, a lot of places had to cancel for a couple years. I have friends that do festivals all over the country, and a couple of them had to not do it for a couple years. So we were fortunate in that we got our 2020 fest in, and then had to cancel last year. But it was difficult, but I think it was the right thing to do given the time.
Last year was kind of one of those years where it was like, okay, we might be able to do it, we might not. There wasn't sure footing, I guess is the best way to say it, right?
Exactly.
So
exactly. I mean, we were still figuring things out, and I believe the world is still figuring things out and will continue to. But I think it's time to bring it back in 22. I hope, everybody comes out and has a great time, because that's why we do it.
All right, we'll talk a little bit more about the show here in a second, but Scott Allen, the president of the Central Iowa Blues Society, on the line with me right now. Real quick, tell me about the Central Iowa Blues Society, because truth be told, I've never been to the show, and I don't know much about the society, so I'm kind of interested to hear some of that.
Right. So the Central Iowa Blues Society was founded in October of 1992. So this year is our 30th anniversary. It was founded, there were 200 people basically that loved the genre, loved the music, and they said, let's build a society. Let's start a nonprofit, and that's what we did. And it's funny because that movement was actually happening all over the state at that time. The Mississippi Valley Blues Society started just a year before that, I believe, and then the South Skunk Blues Society, which is over in Newton, started the same exact year we did. So there was a lot going on in the blues world back in 1992 in the state of Iowa.
I'm guessing the Winter Blues Fest is kind of the big one throughout the year, right?
Yeah, the Winter Blues Fest is our largest fundraiser.
Okay.
It's our biggest show of the year. We do 20 acts on 2 days and 4 stages. And it's a big event. But we have a lot of programs. We do the Iowa Blues Challenge, which is a competition that we actually reach out to bands all over the state and ask them to come and compete in the Iowa Blues Challenge. And the winner of that goes to Memphis, Tennessee to represent the state of Iowa in the International Blues Challenge in Memphis. One of our own, Kevin Burt from Iowa City area, he won it back in 2018, which has changed his life.
Oh, cool.
We also do the Iowa Blues Hall of Fame. We do a Spring Fest. We have a Blues in the Schools program. We call it Blues Me, Blues Music and Education. There's a lot of stuff that we do, and we support other nonprofits throughout the state.
Scott Allen, the president of the Central Iowa Blues Society, on the line with me right now. So you guys are around all year is what you're saying.
Yep. We're here all year.
There you go. So let's talk about the Winter Blues Fest coming February 11th and 12th to the Marriott in downtown Des Moines. You said 20 acts over 2 days.
Yep.
And
4 stages.
4 stages. Jeez. That's a big show, man. There's a lot of people that
Oh
could
yeah.
have they can't pull off 3 bands in one night, and you're doing 20 in 2 days.
Yeah, we do 20 in 2 days, and actually there's 5 stages. There's 4 main stages and all of the ballrooms on the second and third floor of the Marriott Hotel. And then we also have acts in the lobby both nights.
Okay.
So
So,
both nights start off basically in the lobby,
oh,
and then everybody kind of moves upstairs.
okay, for someone like me who's never been to this thing before, let's say I show up on Friday for this,
Uh-huh.
okay? What am I getting into? What's it like to show up at Blues Fest?
On Friday, you just, I mean, for people that, the blues is kind of a complicated thing because a lot of people that love music, and I still hear this all the time, and I've been listening to blues music since I was 13 years old, okay? And people say, I don't like blues. The funny thing is blues has fingers that go into all genres of music.
Yep.
There's country blues, there's rock and blues, there's jazzy blues, there's swing and blues. I mean, there literally is blues in a lot of different genres. So when you walk in on Friday night, you're going to be greeted in the lobby if you get there after 4:30 to somebody playing in the lobby and people hanging out just listening to great music, And then as the night progresses, you're going to move from the lobby up into the second and third floor and likely back to the lobby because the acts in the lobby are great. The beauty of the lobby is it doesn't cost anything.
Oh, okay.
So if you've not been to the Winter Blues Fest before and want to just put your foot in the water, so to speak, come down and just listen to some music in the lobby. And then maybe if you like it, you'll go upstairs and purchase a ticket for the ballroom.
There you go. Let me ask you this: in all the years you do it, I mean, as talking about your own show, you got to say that you always look forward to the entire thing. The entire thing's. What's the part that gets you really excited every year?
Bringing people together.
Okay.
A lot of people for the Blues Fest come from all over the country. I mean, we have people flying in from Connecticut. We have people from literally all over the country. And this year, one of the acts is flying in from Brazil.
Oh, wow.
So bringing people together, I think, is probably my favorite part and the thing I get most excited about. In addition to that, as I'm sure you and everybody can imagine, it's been a difficult couple years for performing arts, for people that are out there trying to make a living playing music. And, so the thing that really excites me this year is just supporting those people.
Okay.
It is continuing to be here, and give them a good gig and get them in front of a lot of people. Which, while I'm speaking of that, I do want to mention one thing that I am probably most proud of in everything that I've done as president or the society has done under my leadership is that in 2020, we had a full year of artists booked for the year to play club shows. And the Central Iowa Blues Society paid every artist in full for every gig that was canceled due to COVID.
Oh, that's good of you guys.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you start
Very
thinking
few
about,
people
that
have
adds up
done that.
quick is what you're saying.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
When you're getting phone calls, people are getting a check in the mail that haven't had a gig for 3-4 months, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to pay their rent, and a check shows up, and you get phone calls just from teary-eyed people thanking the Blues Society. And that's the thing that excites me the most and keeps me going as president, is just working with people and bringing people together for the love of music.
Scott Allen from the Central Iowa Blues Society on the line with me right now. All right, let's talk about the show itself. What are we looking forward to the most? I mean, you got 20 different bands. We don't need to laundry list. If anybody wants to see the entire thing, cibs.org is the website, along with ticket information and all that. But what are the big acts that are coming this year?
Two of the hardest acts for me to actually secure was Junior Watson and R.J. Michaud from the West Coast. Junior Watson has played with everybody from Hollywood Fats to, he's the guitar player of guitar players.
Okay.
And Junior's actually doing the guitar workshop on Saturday. So Junior Watson, R.J. Michaud is don't miss. Igor Prado is certainly a don't miss. And when I say that, I'm saying that's the style of blues that I like the most.
I see. I was going to ask you that, Scott, because I've been in radio for years as well, and when concerts come around, I mean, there's always one you sneak away for just so you can see it for yourself. Is that the guy that you're going to sneak away and see?
So them are the two. I mean, there's them two, Junior Watson, R.J. Michaud, and Igor Prado, and probably Keith Allen's Iowa Blues Expo are the three that I am most looking forward to for me.
Okay.
Keith Allen is a local musician here in Des Moines. He was a teacher for many years, retired last year. But he pulls together a group of Iowa musicians. It always changes. It's never the same band, but he gets Iowa musicians from, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Davenport, and does this Iowa Blues Expo. And it's always very, very special. Those are the three for me.
Okay. Just name-wise, I've never heard them, but the Stonecutters Union sounds really intriguing to me for some reason.
Oh yeah, them guys are going to be nuts too. Yeah, them guys are going to be nuts. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in the lobby. The Sauvé brothers. I mean, that's going to blow up.
Okay.
Tom Hunter out of Minneapolis on the keyboards, and his partner Frank out of Nashville. If you like keyboards, and I mean, Stonecutters got a great keyboard player too. As does Igor Prado. But this Tom Hunter of the Sauvé brothers, he plays the piano like nobody you've seen. I mean, he just is an animal.
Let me ask you this. Do any of these bands have good horn sections?
The Keisha Pratt band is normally 7 or 8. I think they're only coming with 6 because they're flying in from Florida for the gig. And to roll back to what I said about Sibs paying every artist in 2020, Keisha Pratt was one of them. So when they found out we were doing the Winter Blues Fest, they were like, you were there for us. We are coming to play for you, and we're flying in just for the gig.
That's awesome.
I don't know if they're bringing 8. If they bring 8, it'll be a full horn section.
Okay.
And who else? I don't think Stonecutters.
I'm one of those people. I firmly believe that most songs can be improved with a good horn section and an organ.
Well, I guess I would discuss that with you and say that it definitely brings a different sound.
There's no song out there that if you added an organ and a horn section to that it wouldn't improve it.
Right. I mean, I'm a fan of both too, but I'm a blues fan, and I there's something to be said about down and dirty, greasy in the alley.
No, I know. Scott Allen from the Central Iowa Blues Society on the line with me right now. Now we're starting to argue about music.
No, we're not arguing. We're discussing. There's a difference.
Oh, that's funny stuff. All right, so Central Iowa Blues Society's Winter Blues Fest coming up on February 11th and 12th down at the Marriott Hotel. Ticket information and everything can be found at cibs.org, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. We'll have all the information at the bottom of the page as well. Scott, I think we'll end it there this week. I appreciate the time, and good luck with the show, okay?
That sounds good, man. I would just encourage everybody to come down and check it out. There's something there for everybody. For the classic rock fans, there's Alistair Green playing, Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band. There's something there for everybody. So,
real quick, I just noticed something on the website. People can donate to the Blues Society too, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We are a 501c3. Yep.
Awesome. Cool. Well, hey, all that's at the website. We'll have it up there. Scott Allen, good luck with the show, okay?
Yep. Thanks, man.